and we've got one of the greatest rock and roll voices, a legend in his own lunchtime, Noddy Holder.
How are you?
Noddy, welcome, welcome, welcome.
You're looking good.
Thank you very much. He looks great too, doesn't he?
Thank you, thank you.
Wonderful. How's the boys from Slade?
They're very well. They're all working on different projects at the moment. I'm producing a band, Jim's producing a band.
Yeah.
And Dave's doing a solo album at the moment.
Fantastic. Well, I hope that all goes well. Let's cast our minds back to the 70s, right? Can you remember that?
Do you have to?
Yes, yes, let's do that. You were the first ever skinhead band.
We certainly were.
How did that come about?
Well, mainly it was a publicity stunt. Everybody at the time got all the long hair and everything, and we wanted to set ourselves apart from everybody else and get recognised, and the only way we could do it was crop the hair and adopt the skinhead fashion.
But you really...
I want to go back before that, actually. I don't think I've ever told you, but 1966, when we first formed, we were playing in Germany at the Star Club in Kiel. And you were the star attraction there. Do you remember? You had that show band out there.
I certainly do remember.
And you took us one day, because we were all starving, because the gaffer there, he never paid anybody. He used to pay
right.
you.
Manfred Voiteller, his name was. If he's watching, I'll get
he's
one
dead.
on him.
He's dead now.
He's not, is he? Oh, well, sorry about
that. He got shot.
I'm not surprised.
But you took us out one day. He must have been a
member of a band, right?
Yeah.
It must have been.
You took us out one day to find the cheapest meal in town. It was pea and ham soup, and we lived on that for a month. And you showed us the cheapest place to get it.
Now listen, he hit me with this. I've got so many questions. So many questions to ask you about. One of the main questions. I mean, first of all, what do you think that keeps you and me carrying on like we do? I mean, I know why I do it. Why do you do it?
I think it's the fun that we get out of it.
That's it.
I think it's...
Also, I mean, you've got a tremendous amount of fans.
We got a great fan club. We got a great, hard following that has stuck through us through thick and thin, even through the bad years.
That's right.
And I mean, you owe them something back, you know. You've got to keep going for it all the time.
No, I agree entirely. When you did Reading, which I think was in 1980, wasn't it? I mean, that was a real big turning point for you.
Well, we'd been trying to get, we'd been trying to get on Reading for 2 or 3 years, and they didn't want to know. And at the last minute,
so you wanted to be on?
Yeah.
You actually.
But they wouldn't have us because we were out of fashion, if you like.
Yeah. But they probably saw you as a pop band. I mean, it is very hard to get that transition from being a pop band into being taken slightly more seriously.
But we were always a rock band because we'd had the singles. People just regarded us as that.
So do you think it's a question of the audience growing up with you and the shape of your career takes on a different shape that way?
No, I think what happened with Reading was Ozzy Ozbourne dropped out. And they were looking for a last-minute replacement. They'd got 2 days to find somebody. Right. They asked us to do it. We went on. I mean, we weren't going to do it.
What time of the year was it?
It was summertime, August.
Summertime. When did you write Merry Christmas, everybody?
We wrote that in the summer of '73 in New York, and we recorded it in New York in the middle of a boiling hot summer. And we were doing all the backing vocals in the corridor. Right in this big recording building.
Well, we did the same thing with Another Rock and Roll Christmas, of course. I mean,
in the middle of August in New York.
Not in New York, no. September.
And everybody said, "Look, this crazy English in here singing this in the middle of New York."
I saw you in New York in Central Park.
You did.
I mean, you spent quite a bit of time in.
We spent 2 years living there.
Because it was most amazing. I've got to tell you that there was about 12 or 15,000 people in Central Park. This was long before Diana Ross and all these people were doing that.
That's right. We were the first one.
Now, Noddy, a big question here now. A real big question.
Is this going to be deep? Right.
Have you? Yeah, it's very deep. Have you got? And we're all waiting for this, aren't we?
Right.
Have you got the Christmas single this year?
Well, the old one will be coming out for the 15th time.
How many times has it been a hit?
15 years.
How many times has it been a hit?
15. It's been in the top 75 for 15 years.
I think there's a little riff at home as well. I think that's wonderful.